Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Yankees. All right, ready to go here. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. Line drive. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Now the number 2 hitter, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Here is Gary Sanchez. Here's a high chopper. Chisholm handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back for more from the Bronx. And our pitcher in this game, Zach Eflin. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Now one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-2 on the way. And a swing and a miss. 1 out. Here's Nolan Arenado. And a sweeper misses for a ball. And that's outside. And the count is 2-0. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. It's softly on the ground left side, and it goes just foul. And the right-hander deals. Pitch misses there. Full count now.
Full count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Kyle Tucker. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. No swing. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is downstairs. Now 2-0.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back in New York, here's Adley Rutschman.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rushman do on the field?
That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there are 2 outs. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Late with the swing there.
No balls. 1 strike. Outside.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker should have it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. There's a strike.
No, that's foul.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. And that's a base hit.
All over that one right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside low. 2-2. Stanton stands at first with 1 out. Squirts away a little bit. Mullins settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. They say you win.
No balls. 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs. Misses,
no,
and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Ramon Laureano. Max Fried will go to work. Out towards right center. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now here is Cedric Mullins. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Late on that fastball.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
And that is downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Upstairs. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. He's 0 for 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And here is Gunnar Henderson. Grounded out his first time. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up. 2 on, 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
And that is out of play.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit. But when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that's the third out. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Eflin back to work. Called strike right there. That clips the corner.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one just misses. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Tap foul at the plate. That one's back. Just missed it.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Arenado stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. On the ground, out to short. Whips it across. Out. Inning over. Back at Yankee Stadium. Start of the fourth, and now the DH, Gary Sanchez. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me, back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1. That one ripped. And foul ball. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Yanks leading by a run, top half of inning number 4. That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one ripped to left. Trapp makes the grab for the second out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1. Urias measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Mexico. That ball misses, and that is ball 1. On the ground to the left. Arenado to first in time, and the Orioles set down in order. Back at Yankee Stadium, now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fouled off. He was late.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Nabs it, and there's 1 down. Here's Mike Trout. Grounded out his first time up. Swings through that one.
0-1.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. First and second, 1 out. Here's Stanton now. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that's in the dirt. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Trout touches home and he scores. And they lead by 2.
That's 3 singles in a row. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Grisham, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the dirt, but kept close. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That's to third. Arenado fires across the diamond. One away here in the 5th. Laureano comes up to hit. Doubled his first time.
Ball.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 1-1. That's a little bit low. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Kjerstad takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Check swing, called strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Two on, 1 out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. Jordan Westburg will hit next. Both 2 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. First and second, 2 down. And Laureano in scoring position. Cut on and lifted in the air. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in New York. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
The catcher, Austin Wells.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First pitch misses. Just missed. That one way inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Struck him out looking.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
On the ground, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on.
2-2.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Just missed. That one's in there. That's strike one. Yankees up by 3. Kim Tuck goes down on strikes. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Gunnar Henderson. Freed back to work. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
On the ground to third. Arenado to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Gary Sanchez now has grounded out a couple of times.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Line drive, base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now a chance for Adley Rutschman.
No.
Just missed.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right side. And he makes the catch. Out number 2. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias.
The third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Out to center. Grisham under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Back in the Bronx, here's Trout.
For the Yankees, the left.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Got him. And one out now. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Kjerstad makes the play, and that'll do it. Top of inning number 7, and now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And that one fouled off. To third. And that's a fair ball. And into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Laureano. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
One strike.
Mountcastle aboard here at first with nobody out. That's out to center field. Grisham settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. And a foul ball. In the air to left center. Trout sizing it up. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Ball 1, no strikes. Dominguez goes 6'1". He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Misses. Ball 2.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Austin Wells now at the plate. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now. Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out. And we're back. And now it's going to be Heston. Tyler Matzik into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed
No ball.
there.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
So digging in, Jordan Westberg. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Didn't quite have enough.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Henderson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep. Dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise he put a great swing.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Luke Weaver. Next to hit, Adley Rutschman. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Oh. For 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 65.
Hard hit left side. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered in this game. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Wide throw, and it gets away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. And now batting, Mike Trout. 1 for 3.
Wow. Now pitching for the Orioles.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back in New York, we go to the 9th. Stepping in, Ramon Urias. Cut on and missed. 96 with that fastball. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Arenado squeezes it, and there's one away. And next for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. Late with the swing there.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. The Orioles trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Grisham settles underneath it. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. And the batter now, Ramon Laureano. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Weaver is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Fried with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. Just about set. And today's starting pitcher, Clark Schmidt.
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Brenton Doyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That to right. Tucker hauls it in, and there's one away. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Lifted in the air, right center field. Grisham sprinting for this one. Hauls it in, and there's two away. Two down, base is empty. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. First pitch just misses. Soderstrom hitting third in the lineup, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Next offering misses, and that's ball two.
2-2 the count.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. 2 outs, base is empty. Center field. Grisham settles under it and makes the grab. And that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The pitch. And that misses. Ball one. And that's in there at the knees. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Not close with that one. And that's ball two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So now it's Nolan Arenado. There's a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kyle Tucker. And that's outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout, and you get your chance. Go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's back at Yankee Stadium. And the batter now, Brent Rooker. Schmidt back to work. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. You can kiss it goodbye. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. And now it's Christian Walker. Fouled off left side.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
In the air, right field, Tucker. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Lawrence Butler in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Connor Norby up next for the A's. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Swung on, belted. Grisham drop step going back. You can kiss it goodbye. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. Now, Zach Geloff. A little bit high, and that's ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Ripped on a line. Trout makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's Mike Trout. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and he reaches safely. Now at the plate, Ben Rice. That just misses, and that is ball 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Wilson. 1 at second.
He's out.
Over to first.
He's
safe. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. In the dirt. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And the righty deals. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Rice leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Check swing, and that's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just misses with that one.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. 10th pitch of the at-bat, and he was able to put it in play, find a hole, and get a knock.
That one fouled off. And the inning is over. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Brenton Doyle. And a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Chopped left side. Volpe fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. You can kiss it goodbye. And they add on. It's 3-0. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Rice makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Rooker ranging into the alley. And out number 1 on the grab. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
0-1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Doyle giving chase. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 2 down. And up next for New York, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. Just off the inside edge. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. That one pushed foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Catcher has it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back now in the Bronx. On to the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly.
That one drilled left field. And it one hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double.
So they bring on the veteran, Fernando Cruz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. The A's looking to add another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 down. So up next, Zach Geloff. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second here, 1 gone. High fly ball, right field. Tucker should have it. And there are 2 down. Jacob Wilson, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Drilled out towards left center field. Grisham trying to get there. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. That catches the corner. Trout measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and he's usually in right, today starting in left.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner in my opinion.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So digging in, Ben Rice. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front.
Snags it for the 2nd out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning. At the plate, Brenton Doyle. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Shea Langoliers getting ready to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Stretches out and hauls it in. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the A's designated hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. This one in the air. Arenado makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back in the Bronx, and now Anthony Volpe again back to work. And that one handled, throws to first in time, and that's the 1st out in the bottom of the 5th. Austin Wells now at the plate. And that one is in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That's out number 2.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Butler makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Top 6, and here is Brent Rooker. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The first base.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And it hits the fence. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. One run's in. Now the second run is in there safely.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up two bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0. Geloff, the next to hit, takes out side. Check swing, and he went. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 9-0. Wilson stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. This one smoked on its way out of here. That one felt good, and they tapped onto their lead. It's 10-0. Scott Efros gets the call from the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And there's a foul ball. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 0 for 3 in this one. That's hard hit on the line. Trout makes the grab. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Soderstrom, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets under and pops it up. Arenado in position. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
And they'll do it again. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their, this one high and deep, way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double. So a man aboard, Kyle Tucker, stepping in now for the Yankees. And he chases a high fastball there.
0-1's the count.
And this one looks like trouble. Arenado around third. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
And now Mike Trout just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And a slider misses down and away.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Rice up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside. Ball 1. And there's one down. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is fouled back. On the outside corner, got him looking. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
No, anytime you launch one foul that has the distance, it's tough to reset for the rest of the at-bat. He's going to have to do it here. You know, that changeup didn't fool him by much, but it did its job and had him out front.
2 outs. Butler pulls it down, and that ends the inning. Back for more from the Bronx, and now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tucker makes the catch, and there's one gone. Christian Walker up next for the A's.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Inside. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And that one finds its way through. And out to aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Foul ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Foul ball still 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Ball, that's inside.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one to first, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
High fly ball out towards left center. Grisham sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and it's 11-2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing.
And a base hit up the middle. Grisham gets it back in quickly. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. New pitcher on here, Mark Leiter Jr.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner holds up at third, base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the dirt.
1 ball, 1
and an
strike.
excellent job keeping it right there. 2 outs, bases are full. Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. Leclerc measures 6 feet even. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Battling here as he fouls it away. Just off the inside corner. Now 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 1 away. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Finds its way through, base hit.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around. Right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Swing and a pop-up. Two down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Nato comes in to take his cuts. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Arenado tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. begin with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
14-2 at the end of this one. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.